So Farside is touring. We're doing all kinds of stuff. I've read this about the band. Some people wanted to go full bore and tour full time and maybe try out a major label if that was a possibility. And some people didn't. It seems like you're one of the people that did not want to.
I am absolutely one of the people that did not want to. I've always had, as much as I like to go out and rock and roll, I really enjoyed the thought of having a quiet, calm life. And the thought of being on tour like 6 months or 9 months out of the year just did not appeal to me at all. And the other thing, and this is going to be super sappy, I fucking hate rock stars, and and I don't like that life. It just did not appeal to me. Like I didn't want to feel like I was. I mean, I'm a hardcore kid. I didn't want to feel like I was part of this corporate machine. I suppose that we could have done a lot more. I know we could have done a lot more, but I don't know. I wanted to keep it small.
Was there bigger opportunities? Like, did you ever talk to majors, or were there big tour offers, that kind of thing?
There were a few, and we didn't have a manager or anything larger. There were a few times where major labels would call Jordan at Revelation and ask, like, who are we supposed to talk to? Because we don't, like, do they have a legal department? And Jordan's like, nope, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. And, you know, and then Jordan would call me and I would just say, just tell him, no, I don't want to be part of it.
Wow. So you never even had the discussions?
I think a couple of times we did, but it was more like, oh, you're going to take us out to dinner? Sure. Yeah. Great. I'll take a free meal. But otherwise, no, I felt like the community meant too much to me to want to be one of those guys who just kind of bailed on it. And, I don't know. It would just, I had this feeling that it would kind of make me feel dirty in a way. You know, that you rose to a certain level of prominence on the backs of your friends who spent their hard-earned time and their hard-earned money to come see you play and buy a T-shirt and buy a record, and then you just kind of sign on the dotted line and then you bail out. I didn't want to feel that way because I wasn't that guy, and I don't want to feel like I'm still not that guy. At this stage of my life, hey, if someone wants to give me $1 million, I'll fucking take it. But at that time, I just didn't feel right about it. And the other thing is, there was that period in the 90s when alternative music was super in vogue, and every band was getting looked at.
Right, because you were there pre-Nirvana, during Nirvana, post-Nirvana, all that stuff.
Yeah, and man, every band was getting looked at, and every band was getting offers, and it was this terribly sad story when all of these bands with stars in their eyes would get offered a major label deal, and they would record a record, and they would go on tour, and then it was time to do their second record, and then it got completely canned, and they got dropped. And then you lose a lot of credibility. I at least wanted to feel like we could hang on to our credibility as we weren't the most hardcore band, we weren't the punkest band, but I wanted to feel like we were still punk